guys. Hey Peter. So we kind of we did like 2 vlogs and then went on a hiatus because
a lot of weird stuff happened.
A lot of weird stuff happened. Weird stuff is still happening, but we are decided we're gonna vlog because we're starting to do the Minneapolis St. Paul Magazine stuff again.
Just for the time being. For the time being,
until stuff gets in the way again, whenever that happens, which is exactly what happened last year. But so today we're going to Lutsen and Grand Marais, which is like 4 hours away.
More than that. It's like 4.5.
We're just gonna drive up there, have some fun, do some fun things, and then come back. So it'll be a long day with a lot of driving.
I only got 3 hours of sleep.
Yeah, he didn't sleep well last night. But apparently we're gonna go to a storm lecture. This is all about, celebrating the storms of the winter.
On Lake Superior.
On Lake Superior. So we are gonna drive up there, and apparently they run in the water.
Yeah, it's like another Polar Dash kind of thing.
Like a Polar Dash, yeah.
It can't be as bad because it's still like from the summer, I guess. Like summer. Well, although Lake Superior doesn't really doesn't get warm.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. And I saw some like ice on the water already around here, so we'll see what it's like up there. I don't know.
Hi.
Hi.
So we're at Lutsen right now.
We made it.
Lutsen Resort on the beach, and then we're here for the dash, and I think the dash is going to be right down there.
Right here, where they run into the water.
I don't know where everybody else is though. This seems kind of.
I think they're inside.
Do you want to check out inside?
I saw some people inside. Yeah, I do. See how they have a little fire down there. Here we are in Lutsen. We're gonna go to Grand Marais soon. And we're gonna watch people run in the water, I guess. All right, we're getting ready to run in the water. Well, not us, right, Peter?
Well, you are. Didn't you know I signed you up? That's why I was over there. The only way you can have mulled wine is if you jump in and show that you're like soaking wet.
Does that mean that you're paying for it today?
Well, your body pays for it by the
shock of the cold.
The shock of the cold, yeah.
Yep. But everyone's down there. They're drinking hot chocolate, and they're getting ready to run in the water. After this, we're gonna drink some mulled wine in the pub. Hey, Peter, there's people on that little bridge.
Yeah.
That'd be a good spot to watch this, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I suppose.
Well, we decided not to have mulled wine. We're having
That's because we
beer
didn't know where it was.
Yeah, we couldn't find it, so we had some other form of alcohol, but that's okay. Beer and cider, and we're watching the Gophers game against Penn State.
I feel distinctly Minnesotan.
Yes, we're 100% Minnesota right now, today.
What are you partaking in?
Me? That's cider.
Where from where?
Here.
What's it called?
Hardee's or something?
Herbies.
Herbies.
From right here in Lutsen.
Right here in
Taste
Lutsen.
also.
Delicious.
And this is Voyagers from Grand Marais.
Voyagers from Grand Marais. Delicious.
Delicious.
So we're gonna hang out here for a little bit until, I don't know, we're done. Then we're gonna go get some lunch in Grand Marais.
Hopefully my car can get out.
I know, we're worried about the car getting up, but we'll figure it out. So it's just past this street is the lake. And look how it's snowing, if you don't notice.
not just the lake.
Does anyone notice the snow? It's beautiful.
The lake's over there too.
And the lake's over there too. That's the lake too.
It's like super winter up here.
It's super, like, no, it's not super, it's like gorgeous winter right now.
Well, yeah, it's the right kind of winter.
With the big snowflakes, it's what you want today, right?
Down in the cities, it's like super fall still.
Yeah, it's definitely wintry over here and colder. But that's okay. We're going to my favorite bookstore in the whole wide world, which is Drury Lane Books. And after that,
someplace in Disney World actually, but
oh, I haven't found a good bookstore there yet.
they don't really have any.
Exactly. And if it was, it would be Beauty and the Beast themed, like Belle with her books.
Why don't they get on that?
I know.
They're focused on
Disney,
the Disney
if you're
Plus.
watching this, do that, okay? But after the bookstore, we're then going to a lecture on storms or something? Question mark?
So lame.
Storms! Lecture on storms!
I don't know. The last lecture we went to was really cool,
That was an Ely.
and that was in Ely, and it was about
Space.
space. And
Space
we
and
really
storms.
enjoyed it, and we got to touch a meteorite and stuff. That was awesome. So we're coming on.
Maybe we'll
Drury
touch like
Lane.
something's touched by lightning or something. No, we're gonna see water from Lake Superior.
I hope
that
that
was in a storm.
I hope that the person that gives us lecture has been hit by lightning or something and survived.
Oh, you hope they. Oh, okay.
Here it is, Drury Lane, and there's Peter walking up to it. It's so darn cute. Peter, guess what? Storm's coming. Hey, Hot Finger. What's up, baby?
Storms.
Woo! Okay. We're heading back home now after our long day in Grand Marais up north Minnesota. Before this, we did that lecture. We thought it was like going to be like an info session on storms or something, and it ended up being completely different than we thought it would be. It was about shipwrecks, just shipwrecks in general,
Well, that's what I
because
thought
you
it was
know
gonna be.
the storms bring shipwrecks.
Well,
you
yeah.
know,
Well, the guy was doing very.
you thought it was going to be that?
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be shipwrecks and storms.
Oh, okay, cool.
Well, I thought it was mainly going to be like a guy talking. Well, then here, let me tell you about this one. But he was doing a lot of very anecdotal stories. And
Yeah, he
talking
had
about
some
his
really good
own-
stories.
He was cool.
It was very cool. That was really fun. Just really, God, the stories were so good. Really interesting. Really sad. Because, like, most people died in these stories.
Oof, you should do the
You
one
know?
about the
Which
one in
one?
the 60s.
Was that
The Rue?
The Rue? That was the family, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's a story about there's a family, 2 little kids and a mother and a father and then another friend, and they got stuck on this reef and they decided to kind of wait it out and stay the night, which they did. They were there for a whole 24 hours, and then the wind started picking up and kind of drifting them off of the reef, and then they realized that, you know, they were going to take on water, so they decided to attach themselves to each other by a rope and swim the mile to the shore. But the winds were taking them in a different direction than they should have, and they were in the water for hours and hours and hours.
Like the 3-year-old.
Like 3-year-old passed away in like 2 hours. The The 5-year-old passed away in like 3 or 4 hours. One of the adults passed away in like 12 hours. And they were all attached to each other, like they were dying and attached to each other on this rope.
Weren't they in the water in total for 16 hours?
Something like that.
And they're all like connected, like carrying.
They're all connected,
dead weight.
and yeah, so the ones who were, dead, they were, carrying them. It was dead weight, and finally they had to make the decision. There were, I think there was 2 left. They had to make the decision to cut, the ones off that were still connected so they could survive. Well, I think only one survived, right?
Yeah, like one of the dads or something.
Yeah, something like that. And he talked, it was the dad, because he talked about how the dad said that he can't get the image of his kids getting like eaten by the seagulls.
Oh yeah.
Remember
They're like eaten by
that?
the seagulls.
Oh, it's so sad.
Trigger warning, by the way.
I know, yeah. What?
Like,
Yeah, we
pretty
should
sensitive.
put that under this video.
There were a couple kids in attendance too.
There were.
Yeah, that got
There
gruesome.
were. I mean, that was a really sad story, but there were other really interesting stories about captains that were being dumb and stuff like that. So just
What was
stuff
that?
about ships and shipwrecks that made the stories interesting.
What was that one quote about experience? I love that quote.
Yeah,
about
what was the
experience.
quote? You say it.
Experience seems to be something that incompetent people use to say describe themselves when they've gotten away with something that's really dumb.
Yeah.
And they want to continue doing that same course. Something around those
Yeah,
lines.
something like that, but he said it a little bit more eloquently, but it was sorry. But it was that really hit home, I think. That was really interesting,
Yeah.
that quote. But he was awesome. He talked for like an hour and a half about these stories, and it was a huge crowd there.
That was massive.
Huge
That
crowd.
Was awesome.
Yeah, that
He
was really great.
I forget the guy's name though. Jim something.
Yeah, we gotta remember these names from now on.
Everyone knew him in the community though.
Yeah.
And he was calling everybody out by name.
Yeah.
It's a small town.
Yeah. So we were definitely one of the youngest couples there. But that's
Always
okay.
are with these.
We always are at these things. But I don't know, overall a really fun day. It was fun to watch people run into the water, and we relaxed, walked around the town and went into the bookstore, and then just in the lecture was awesome. Had some good food. It was fun.
That was a great day.
Yeah. Now we're driving back home.
4
4
hours.
hours.
4 hours plus.
Here we go. Peter's gonna be driving the whole time, not me.
She's gonna be helping out
Yeah.
by sleep.
By sleeping, probably. Yeah. Well,
We'll probably get back 8, 9, 10, 11. Close to
11:30.
midnight.
11, yeah, something like that. It's okay.
Still on the North Shore. Right there's the lake.
It's right over there. Yeah. I wish we could stay a little bit longer, but that's okay. That's okay. So, all right. What do you want to leave the kids at home with, babe?
The kids at home. The folks
Yep,
at home. You
the
mean?
folks at home.
One of those quotes. The stars are bright in the night.
I hope you don't get a fright.
Good night.
Good night.